Let me tell you something that might shock you. In my early days, getting leads was a whole different world. We weren't sitting around posting on Instagram waiting for DMs to actually roll in. Nope. I was sending cold emails like a machine, shaking hands at every event, and networking like my rent depended on it. Like literally. And back then, if you ask me, where do your best leads come from? I could actually tell you without blinking, networking and my inbox. Fast forward to today, and it's a whole different ballgame. Service-based business owners right now are glued to social media, crossing their fingers for leads to magically appear in DMs. And the wild part is that most of them have no clue where their best leads are actually coming from. And if this is you, don't worry, I have the answer right now.
Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast.
So here's the problem in 2025 lead generation. It is not about being everywhere. It is not about showing up daily. And it's about knowing exactly what works for you and actually where you need to double down. Most service providers throw out this content like confetti, hoping for something to stick. You know, like that spaghetti, put it there and stick. And if it's still raw, it won't stick. Exactly. Meanwhile, the website collects dust. If you have a website, of course. Your emails or their emails is like a ghost town. And their Instagram DMs are either really dry or they have weird messages inside. But when you stop and actually track where leads are coming from, the ones who actually pay, where do they actually come from? That's when your whole marketing strategy gets a lot easier. Less guessing, more results. And here's the sneaky part. Most people think that they know where their leads are coming from, but they're actually guessing. They think that Instagram is the winner because they spend the most time there. Or they assume their website does all the work because they paid a really nicey fancy website with beautiful designs. But most of the time, my friends, and the real lead resource is somewhere they never thought about. Like, for example, the one email they almost didn't send, the podcast they were guest 1 year ago, or the referral from a client they forgot to actually follow up. And if you're not tracking, you are just losing leads. You are wasting time chasing the wrong stuff. And there are 3 places you need to actually watch like a hawk. No fancy software required, really, I promise you. So the first place you need to actually be looking is your website contact form. If you have one, of course. If you don't have one, then I honestly consider you to actually update it. And let me ask you, when was the last time you checked how many people actually filled out the contact form? Did you ask them how they actually found you? Or do you just cross your fingers and hope for the best? And I want you to add something to that actual contact form if you can. Just a tiny little question. Where did you first hear about me? Let me tell you, that is a game changer. Once you actually add that, and if they come from there, you will actually know. Now, the second place where you need to actually also change and actually adapt is your DMs. People spill the beans without realizing. So if someone slides and saying, "Oh, I saw your story about XYZ," that's not just chit chat. That is actual data. And I want you to actually save it, write it down somewhere in your notes, maybe put it in an Excel sheet, anything. Because those actual DMs, they show you what is actually working. Your third place is your email replies. And yes, email still works. Yes. Every time someone replies to your newsletter and they say, "I found you on Instagram," or "I heard you say YXC from this podcast," or "I love this thing that you said somewhere," those are little breadcrumbs. Save those replies in a folder because pattern equals gold. And the more you know, the better you can adapt. And once you know where your best leads are coming from, you do two things. First, you're going to double down because if 80% of your paying clients are coming from your Instagram stories, why are you wasting hours on LinkedIn? All is in your stories. So if your email list is your gold mine, stop treating it like a side project. And I swear to you, you have to double down where people actually say where they found you. Now, the second thing that you need to do is cut the dead weight. And I know this one is a little bit harder because you have to let go of things. Things maybe you are so used to it and you are afraid of letting go. But if you've been posting, for example, on Pinterest or on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on Instagram or TikTok for the last 2 years and not one client came from there, then why? In 2025, please, we don't have time to chase platforms that don't work. You are the boss. So I want you to actually act like that boss that you really, really are. And here's what I really wish someone told me many, many years ago. The leads you think you want are not always the leads you need. And when I shifted from image consulting to marketing, I thought my best leads would come from Instagram. And let me tell you something, my best leads, the ones that actually got my style and pay without even thinking twice, comes from my daily emails. The content where I actually fully show up, fully me, talking about marketing and messaging and content creation and client headaches and mindset and procrastination and productivity and the real opinions that I have about life and everything that is going around in our world. That's where I stopped chasing the strangers online and I actually started building a community who actually wanted to work with me. And if you want to actually work smarter and finally stop guessing where your leads are hiding, the best ways to do is to show up consistently. Build that trust with wherever you know those people are and track what actually works and double down. And that is exactly what I teach inside of my daily emails. It is not just content. It's not just only about laughs and memes and my lifestyle and what I do. It is a full-on marketing lab where I actually do share and show up and tell you the real strategies and what are the kind of things that moves me, but also the moves that I'm making within my business, what I'm testing, what is actually working, what is actually flopping, because let's be real, and it's in real time. And if this is something that you would want to listen and read a little bit more about it, then go to the description and sign up now. Because once you see how simple it can be, you'll never waste time guessing again. Now, I want you to please stop making lead magnets harder than they need to be. Please work smarter, track what works, and show up for the people who actually care what you actually do. Now, I'm going to see you same time, same place next week. Okay? Bye-bye.